So being a chosen one means being called to a higher purpose. It means standing out and sometimes feeling isolated, but always knowing you're part of something greater. So if this video resonates with you, this is something that you literally already know. You've known deep inside of you that something was different with you. You might have even thought, I'm gonna be real, like I was like, am I on the spectrum? Like I didn't know what, because I didn't really initially I didn't know what it meant to be a chosen one. I just knew I was different. I knew I didn't fit in with everybody else, and I knew I didn't think like everybody else. Like if you think about that, it's a visual, and I'm pretty sure everybody has seen it by now. It's a fork, and it's a row of people going to the left, and the right way is one lonely soul. That one person walking that path by themselves. I'm be real. I've always resonated with that picture. Like as a child, I'm gonna be real with you. I wanted to. I really uh, I really loved Amish people. I studied them a lot. I know it's weird. Well, it's not weird. That's me. I studied Amish people, and I always loved how they were like isolated to themselves. I really did not like being with the masses. I really did not fit in, with everybody else. You've always known that you had a higher purpose. You've always known that you were not like everybody else. And if you haven't always known, recently you figured out that you're not like everybody else. You might have pretended. I remember I went through a phase where I pretended to be like everybody else, but you knew deep inside that you wasn't. So I think it's important to acknowledge your uniqueness. So you probably felt misunderstood, out of place, or even rejected because of your unique perspective or way of being. I want you to remember that being different is not a flaw. It is a gift. I remember when I was in school, I would talk about certain stuff or do certain stuff, and my friends would be like, "Why are you doing that? Why are you talking about that?" So I always, felt very different. But I want you to realize that your uniqueness is a gift. And one thing about chosen ones, God has given all of us a unique gift. Please use your gift. Me, I write. I literally have written since I was a child. My biggest regret is throwing away all my poetry journals. Like every time we remove, like my journals would get lost or thrown away. But sounds crazy, but like right now, I have at least 100 songs, poetry, books, movies, plays. Like literally, I write like all the time, and I hoard all my stuff. Like I've kept it to myself. Like, and that's one thing I'm literally just giving all my things I've written. I'm just starting to put them out, but I have stuff I've written 10 years ago or longer that I still have, like stuff that I was able to save or able to remember. But I have literally probably 400 others that are lost and gone, or stuff that I've emailed to myself and I no longer have access to that email, because I was smart enough to start emailing myself poetry and songs when I was younger, like, when I turned 18 and stuff. But stuff is lost and gone, like my college email. I don't have no way to get into that. But it's important for you to use your gift. So I know a lot of people on the spiritual journey are not, you may use God, you may use universe, but I do use them both interchangeably. So I do want to bring up a biblical perspective. So in 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9, it says, "But you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, his own special people, that you may proclaim the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light." A lot of people interpret that verse differently, but for me, it speaks to me. As a chosen one, I do feel like this verse is literally speaking to me. I do feel like God favors me. I am very special to him. And a lot of people I've been around, it's been so hard not to be like everybody else. I'm gonna give you an example. I've been around a lot of people and they do bad stuff, and it seems like they get away with it. Or they do, at the moment they do get away with it. But not me. Like literally since I have been a kid, if I do something wrong, or if I have a negative thought about somebody, I judge somebody, I do something wrong, I will literally trip and fall. I will waste my drink all over me. Something will happen where God is like, get it together. I swear God is literally my heavenly Father. He has taken care of me. Like he a little strict on me. The stuff that the average person is able to do and get away with, I am not. And so I feel like that's why I've been able to stay in the path of, keeping my light. Because even when I tried to choose vengeance, like, that post where people be like, I forgot what's the saying. It's like, like, people be like, somebody try me today, anybody can get it. Or like, I forgot, it's like, I woke up and chose vengeance today or something like that. If I'm on some stuff like that, God gonna sit me down like real quick. He will check me real quick, and I realized like, okay, let me stop. Let me, So God has literally not allowed me to go into the dark side. He's always required that I keep my light, and I 1000% appreciate that, and I'm thankful for that. But a lot of people will do bad things and do negative things, and it seems like they get away with it, but I know deep down that they don't. I just may not be privy to see the consequences that they suffer, but or God is not so quick to check them. He might let them get away with a little bit so they can learn their lesson in a different way. But all I'm saying is that God checked me with the quickness. I don't know if there's something that also resonates with you. So basically, that verse reminds us that our uniqueness is by divine design. You are called to shine in ways that others cannot. You not like them. You is not like them. So literally, stop trying to force yourself to fit in with them. You are not. And one thing that I've realized is that God spreads out His chosen ones. You're going to feel alone. You're going to feel isolated because God not going to put light and light together. God going to put light and darkness so that you can be the light. You are surrounded by darkness. Just accept that. Enjoy your journey and accept that your gift is being the light in darkness. You're going to be around negative people. You're going to be around people that just don't get you. You're going to be around people that try to make you feel like you're less than, or like people that are really intimidated or really jealous of you because they see your light. You might not even see your light, but they seen it. They been saw it. And sometimes it make people skin crawl how positive you are. Sometimes it make people skin crawl how you are not miserable, because misery loves company. But literally, you gotta accept your gift. You have to accept your gift and make sure you continue to shine. So I'm gonna be real with you. There are challenges to being a chosen one. So being chosen isn't always easy. You might face rejection, criticism, or loneliness. It's very isolating. Again, God not gonna put light with light. He can't put all the chosen ones in one area. There's gonna be too much darkness. The darkness will consume and take over the world. You need to be isolated because only only you could do what you do. Only you could do what you do. And you know what? A lot of people believe in. I also used to believe in the devil. I'm gonna be real. I don't believe in the devil no more. Because being chosen, you're going to face rejection, criticism, and you're going to face challenges. But these challenges are literally shaping you. It's not the devil, in my opinion. You can believe what you want to. It's not the devil. It's either a blessing or a lesson. And I thank God for everything that I've been through. I used to have people that I was beefing with because of how they treated me or how they did me or the love I didn't receive or I felt like I received. Now, I'm so thankful for all the people that rejected me. I'm so thankful for all the people that didn't give me love the way I thought I needed to receive love. I am so grateful for all the people that have hurt me because I would not be who I am today. I would not be as strong as I am today. I would not have discovered self-love. When I tell you self-love is so much greater than any love that anybody can give you on this planet. When you love yourself, boy, it ain't nothing nobody can tell you, ain't nothing nobody can do to you because you know who you are. You ain't worried about nothing. Baby, I walk around with a smile on my face every day. I am so fulfilled because I have discovered self-love. I used to have the biggest chip on my shoulder about, oh, my parents this or my parents didn't do that. Once you learn how to love yourself, All that stuff just fades away. And you also gotta realize that people cannot pour love from an empty cup. Most of y'all parents don't even love themselves. Most of y'all parents didn't receive love. So how they gonna give you love from an empty cup? Their cups are empty. So you gotta understand that God literally put you through everything to help you. There is no devil. There ain't no devil. And this is my belief. There is no devil. It is a blessing or a lesson. God is grooming you to make you stronger for that big assignment that he has for you. So I want to go into signs that you are a chosen one. So you are deeply intuitive and empathetic. You have a strong sense of purpose, and you often feel called to help others and make the world a better place. I myself, I'm very intuitive. Like some things I just know. And then I have feelings, and I feel like sick around certain people. Like it's crazy. I also very empathetic. Like if I'm around somebody that's sad, I feel sad. Like I'm from Dallas, Texas. You know, Selena was a singer, you know, from back in the day. They have a restaurant, like a good burger restaurant in Dallas that is tributed to Selena, right? Soon as I walked into the restaurant, they have murals of her painted everywhere, pictures of her. When I started to look at the pictures of her, I felt the immense sadness take over me, and I had to literally, because I was with other people, I had to literally like hide my tears. When I'm around people that are sad, or I'm around situations that are sad, I literally cry. I can't watch the news. I stopped watching the news about 2 years ago, and people don't. I try to tell my family, like my granny and people, they don't get it because they not like me. So I try to explain I can't watch the news. The last time I watched the news, there was a building in Miami, and I want to say maybe this was a year and a half ago. There was a building in Miami that collapsed for no reason. It was a huge building, and like on the news you could see people's bedrooms. Inside it was just like so many people died. I could see it when I looked on there and I saw a child's bedroom. Like literally I could see the crib, the toys, and in my heart I'm like, oh my God, I hope that child didn't die. And I literally start crying, and after that day I never watched the news again, because it was something that was leading up to that point. Like I would often watch the news and feel immense sadness. Like I would feel a big lump in my throat, and I would come to tears. Like when I'm around people that are angry, like around 2020, anger started attaching itself to me. Like literally if I'm around different people's emotions, it can attach to me. Also, I've always, even when I was younger, I didn't really know, but like I'm the first college graduate in my immediate family. I always felt a sense of purpose. I always knew I'm not gonna work at McDonald's. I'm not gonna work around the corner. Like I'm gonna do something greater. Like, you know, education always been important to me. Like I have a bachelor's in sociology. I have a master's degree, and I'm getting my second master's degree right now. I'm very intellectual, and I always knew that God put me here for something greater. I always knew that I was meant to make the world a better place, because I'm not content with the world the way it is right now. We got liquor stores on every corner, but we need to have therapy places on every corner. We got all these things that women are due. When you're pregnant, you're mandated to go to this checkup, but a therapy appointment is not mandated. We got too many broken people having broken people. Broken adults having broken children, and those children becoming broken adults. Like the cycle just keep going, keep going. All right, guys. So I'm very sorry about that, but my recording cut out. This is my fourth time recording. Woo, man! I keep this is like my fifth time recording, but yes, deepen your relationship with God with prayer and reflection. Something that I did was a Daniel fast. You could look it up. It's basically no meat, no sugar. Um, you can only, dairy products. You can only eat like fruit, vegetables. You can eat nuts. You can eat beans. Like there's certain things you can eat, but basically cutting out those pleasures so that you can really, seek those answers from within. Me personally, I don't think anyone out there has the answers for you. All the information that you seek comes from within. That's why meditation is very important for me. At the biggest part of my spiritual journey, I was meditating about 2 hours a day. I would meditate about 45 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at lunch, 15 minutes during my break, 30 minutes after work, before I got to my kids, and then 45 minutes before bed. At that point, that was what was sustaining me. That was basically maintaining my sanity. At a certain point, I looked good on the outside, but I feel like on the inside of me, I was not content with living the way that things were, like just going to work every day. Like I feel like there's a greater purpose, and I started, praying to God for him to put me on my highest timeline, for me to become the greatest version of myself. And when I started praying for that, I started seeing people different. I started cutting people out, and not like on a negative thing, just because I had to surround myself with only positive beings. I no longer could sustain negativity. And so it got to a certain point to where basically, I was isolated, and I realized that that was God's purpose. This is what you pray for. So right before that, you got to isolate so that you can basically purge all those things that, people told you. One of my a meditation I love doing is called "Who Are You Before They Told You Who to Be," and that really inspired one of my songs that I have, because it's like you have to peel back all those layers. You like an onion, but really the outer layers are other people. You just the little tiny inside of the onion. That's you. But from the moment we're born, we're told who to be. We told how to dress. We told how to talk. We told, oh, this your skin color, so this how you supposed to act. This is the people you resonate with. When really we are all one. We segregate ourselves. Like, but that's a whole nother message in that. But basically, you really got to tap into who you are. I started studying the chakras. God started, before I went on this isolation, before I was isolated, doing my tower moment, I guess you would call it. God started putting a lot of different people around me who were into the chakras and who were into meditation, and it really pushed me into that. And I'm so glad. So I think that we're real heavy on, even judging one another. How One thing about me, I could be around an atheist, a Buddhist, a Christian, and I love all of them the same. I would never judge you for your journey and how you found your connection to the universe, and how you found your connection to God. Because as long as you found peace, then baby, you good with me. We good. But a lot of us judge each other. Especially religious people, very judgmental of others, and how they find speech and how they peace, and how they found a inner peace, and how they found, their self-love. As long as you love yourself, baby, you good with me. So I think it's important that you also realize that you don't have to have everything figured out. That's why it's important to try to surround yourself with like-minded individuals who support your journey. That could be hard, because you remember, God don't put light with light. He's gonna put light in darkness, because you are the light. So that's why for us, we do have YouTube, we do have social media. Me personally, I'm not really into other social medias. I cut all that out a while ago. But YouTube, I do still use YouTube. I love YouTube because there's so many people that I'm able to find that are on a similar journey to me. Excuse me. Similar journey as me. So literally just take things one step at a time and trust the process. Anything that's for you is gonna come to you. God's gonna literally sit it in your lap. Anything that's too forced, anything that you have to try too hard, anything that it's just not for you. So I want you to remember that you are different because you were chosen, and you're here for a reason. Make sure you're using your gift, and your light matters. I want you to go out and be unapologetically you, and let your light shine and fulfill your purpose. And if you still here and you stood to the end, if you stay to the very, very end, I want you to put a little light. I know I have an iPhone. It's the little light emoji, but I want you to put the little light emoji so I know that you stay to the end. But I do want to thank y'all for joining me today. If this message resonated with you, please don't forget to like and comment. Very heavy on the comment. This is a thing. Chosen ones, we're very far in between. So I need to connect with you all. We need to connect with each other. If this message resonated with you, if any parts of this resonated with you, please comment below and let me know. Don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring content as such. God has put it on my heart to do this more often, so that is what I will do. I want you to stay blessed, chosen one, and remember your journey is just beginning. All right, I love y'all. Stay in your light. Don't let nobody dim your light. All right, y'all. Bye.